Hi, welcome to Kate's Space. It's Kate here. I'm so glad you could join me today. I am doing a flip through of my most recent journal that I finished. I used a kit by Nicola from the Paper Cameo. Nicola has an Etsy shop called the Paper Cameo on Etsy, and I have used her kit called Bella, so I guess we may as well call this journal Bella. And I had acquired this amazing fabric on Facebook Marketplace. It's this beautiful vintage, I guess, upholstery or furnishing fabric, and I knew that I wanted to make a journal with it. I've got a decent amount, and I'm sure I will use it again because I just love it. And when I saw her Bella kit, I thought that will work really well with this fabric. So that's why I've kind of married those two together. And I had an idea in my head or a feeling about what I wanted the journal to look like, and I don't know if I've exactly captured that, to be fair, but I'm really happy with how it's turned out. But sometimes I find it hard to translate what's in my mind and my imagination into reality. But I knew I wanted to use some of this lovely vintage lace piece, and some of this gold vintage wallpaper, and the fabric. So anyway, it's about 15 by 21.5 centimeters. So basically an A4 sort of folded in half, and it has about 80 pages. So I've just tied it with some sari silk ribbon. I've just put some eyelets in here because I didn't really want anything wrapped around here. And I've just layered some old book page, the old wallpaper, and one of the printables, which I've actually protected with some matte medium. And then I've added some of these metal embellishments. These are sewn on here. Inside I've lined it with some lovely, it's quite a heavy cardstock, a scrapbooking patterned cardstock. And I've used this lovely vintage music paper cover page for a pocket, and made a journaling card, again out of some nice scrapbooking paper with a charm, and some more of the lace that's on the cover, and a French tag from the Graphics Fairy with some of the lovely wallpaper. It's got a gorgeous texture with these roses, and it's all sort of golds and creams. It's very pretty. Some more music paper with this trim, which I only had quite a small piece, but I really wanted to use it because I just felt like it really fitted in with the whole style of the journal. And this is just beautiful, that beautiful old paper from the music, from the music book. This is one of the pages from the kit. And I've done a little bit of stamping with gold embossing throughout, because I just thought that really suited it as well. This is an image from an old 1950s gardening book, again with that beautiful paper, and it is reinforced with masking tape. Some of the old, a little bit of washi on here, and this is a printable from possibly the Graphics Fairy, I think. And I've put that on the back of one of Nicola's pages. Little old French envelope, and I've just popped a few things into there. A little washi clear sticker, a little French sort of ticket, all on a paper clip. That's a printable. That's a French ticket, actual vintage one. A little Polaroid of the Eiffel Tower. This is from the Graphics Fairy, just a lovely little image, and another one of those sort of watercolor cards that you can do watercolor with or just journal on the back of it. So yeah, just a little selection of bits to go in that wee envelope. and that can be used to decorate this journal or other journals, or used some other way. And again, I've used some of more of that lace that's on the front to decorate that little envelope. This is just out of a little book, but I love this image, and so that's there, and it's got a little bit of poetry on the back. This is a vintage French perfume label, and it's just got it's a beautiful image, and I wanted to include that, but I've left it just free to be used where someone might want to use it. And on the other side of that, I've cut this out from the kit, and this is a French receipt. There's another page from the kit, and on the back, that's one of the background papers, I think, or you know, I've put it on the back of that paper. This is some of the fabric that I've used as a tab from the cover of the book. And in this pocket, this is just some vintage ledger paper. There's a journaling card. I just loved that image, and it's beautiful on the back as well. That's actually the paper, the card stock that's lining the book. And these are just a couple of little things that I've printed out. That's one's coffee stained on the back that I've printed out from the Graphics Fairy, just some little cute French things. And again, this beautiful frame here of these gorgeous flowers. There's a little bit more gold embossing there. This is actually from the Graphics Fairy, one of the kits on the Graphics Fairy. I've used a little bit of patinating wax that I've had this bottle of, and it's kind of like a goldy colour. And so I've used that, and I've just gone around the edge, and that can be a tuck spot there if you wanted to. So I've left it open. Some avocado dyed paper. This is one of the images from the kit, and that's printed onto some heavier presentation paper. And on the back, I've done a little bit of a collage, and there's some stenciling here with some texture paste, so it's got lots of texture, and an old printable of some French script. This is a copy of a French document I've got. This is a little French book page just backed onto some cool looking card stock, and a little flower stuck on. And this is a tag I've made, again, out of some scrapbooking cardstock. On the back, I've put some music paper, and you can see the colours coming through, but it leaves room for, you could either journal along these lines. And I've put a tab here with some of that vintage and a little bit of a collage. And I've actually put this through the an embossing machine, the embossing folder. And this is from an 1800s program, and you can see the staple marks here. And I've had to reinforce it with some tape because it's so old, but it's really cool. It's just the images, but it's the program and the script for like a musical of Cinderella. But I love the ladies' costumes in here, and so I wanted to include it. This is just some lined paper that I got from an op shop. This is out of a little Flowers birthday book, and I've done a little bit of gold embossing there. And this is obviously a French document. This is a page from the kit, and you could use it as a tuck spot, but it's not super firm. But I just really wanted to make sure that I used as much of that piece that I had. But you could tuck something up in there and pin it if you wanted to. But you can still see the woman, the beautiful woman through it, and just added a little bit more layers. This is some of that beautiful wallpaper, and on the back it's so lovely and smooth. This is an image from the Graphics Fairy, and a tag that I made just using some different textured papers. and again the back can be, you could write on the back. This is some lovely vintage ledger with this gorgeous writing on it from 1906 that Lynn sent to me a long time ago, and I decided I should maybe start using it. And some more of the kit. And I use this for the center because I just love it. I think it's beautiful and vibrant, and I just dress. I just love this picture. And here's a little bit more gold embossing just to add more. Not that you really need to add more, but I just thought it was really beautiful. And that's another image. So I've done, I've printed on both sides. So on one side, it's presentation paper, which is one-sided. So this side is much more vivid, and the other side is more muted. So I don't mind that. I think it looks okay. So here is a little tuck spot, and I've just popped a vintage postcard in here, and it is a image from France, but it looks quite old, so I thought that went really well. And this is a copy of a French postcard that I have, and I've just backed that onto some coffee stained file folder, and they just tuck into here. And some more gold embossing and some more of that lovely little lace. And you could probably, if you had something tiny, you could tuck it in there if you wanted to. Oh, except for, it's not, you could glue that down if you wanted to. And here's an envelope that opens up, and I haven't popped anything in there, but there's some room there to put something. And again, there's that beautiful lace there. You could actually pop something in here too if you wanted to. That would just catch because it's a bit gathered, but you could easily pop something in there if you wanted to. So there's the other side of the wallpaper. There's some coffee staining there, and the other side of the digital with these beautiful flowers and those two pages. A little bit of washi on there. On here I've just, I covered a button, one of those self-covered buttons with the fabric, and I just have tied some sari silk and a little gold pin and pinned it to this fabric tab that I've made down the side of this page. So that just hangs there, but it can be moved. The other side of that really old antique program, and see those beautiful costumes there. I love those images and that beautiful aged paper. In this pocket, I've just done, that's the other side of that collage page, and some washi tape. And I've just aged up a French bill or a receipt there, just to pop in that pocket. Can be used for collaging or... And there is the other part of the avocado dyed paper and the French script with some vintage lace on it. Here I did, this is a butter paper, and I put it through the embossing. I really wanted to use it, so I just put it, wrapped it around this page. And so you open it up and there's that beautiful image, and you can still see it through the paper because it's transparent, but it just adds another kind of layer. I really love that. And again, here's some more of that beautiful music, vintage music paper cover. This is an image from the Graphics Fairy, which I've just layered on some old book page and some avocado dyed paper. And this is a beautiful piece of handmade embossed paper that was gifted to me by my friend Lynn in Thames. And these are that's the other side of that page. And there, beautiful image, another beautiful image there. And another lovely lady. And the other side of that French script, and there's some more, I've done some more embossing there. The other side of that lovely vintage book page. On here I've put this French receipt. I love the pink of it, and that's from, I don't know, has it got a date on it? 1938. And that's stuck onto this page with some more embossing. Some more embossed paper here just to add texture to this, and that folds out, and that's the other side of that first music page. And I've done this little tuck out. That's again some more of, I just wanted to use all of this beautiful paper, so I've popped that there, and that opens out with some washi tape there. This frame is from the Graphics Fairy premium site, and I've just put this image in there. There's some acetate there, and I've put this image, and that's backed onto this same paper that's lining the journal. But I love this picture of this peony, one of my absolute favorite flowers. Peonies and hydrangeas, love them. Kind of old-fashioned flowers, but I'm a bit of an old-fashioned girl, so that's fine by me. Yeah, so that's her. That's Bella, and she will be for sale. You can private message me through my Instagram or Facebook page, which will be linked below, or you can go onto my Etsy. She'll be in my Etsy store. Really enjoyed making this one. I thought that it would be really fast to make, but it actually took me longer than I thought. But I loved working with Nicola's kit, so go over to her Etsy store and have a look and see if there's anything. I know she's just done a new one called Cats in Paris, maybe, so you could pop over and have a look and see what you think. But yeah, her digitals are really beautiful. So yeah, that's all there is for today, just this journal, and I really appreciate you hanging out. I hope that you'll hit the subscribe button and maybe the thumbs up, or whatever you do when you're on YouTube, hit the like. And yeah, keep on watching my videos and supporting my channel. I really appreciate everything and all the really lovely comments. So thanks very much, and I will see you again soon in the next video. Bye.